Okay, good morning guys, or it's actually midday. I was going to say good afternoon guys. It's Alexander John Calton here, and today I'm going to be doing another video for you guys. And today I'm going to be asking, just give me one sec, forgot to get my book out. Sorry guys, just give me one sec. I was going to say, I'm already off to a very bad start. Wow. Off to a not good start. My goodness, wow. That wasn't a good, this is not a good start at all. Alright. I am so sorry guys, I apologize, please forgive me. Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright guys, today I'm going to be asking 4 general conversation starters questions. So today I think it's just going to be a very simple video. I'm just going to be asking 4 questions about general starter conversation. So how to start a conversation, because as we know, when we encounter a stranger or we run into a stranger, very awkward moment, you know what I mean? Can be definitely a very awkward moment, and you don't know how to start off a conversation, right? You're like, how can I start off this conversation? Very awkward. I was going to say, by the way, what I got here is the questions. I was going to say, I created my own Google question sheet, or Google answer board. Do you like it? Do you guys like it? Obviously, it is blindfolded. These questions are blindfolded. So, under these 4 slats, I tacked it, I blindfolded it, and the question is actually underneath these 4 things. Alright? Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to be starting off. I'm sorry, I'm up. I was going to say a little bit of a bumpy start today. I apologize, please forgive me. Okay, so sorry. So today I'm going to be asking 4 general conversation starters questions. Alright, so the first question I'm going to be starting off with is, get this. Alright. First question is, whoops, tack is on there tight, sorry guys. Okay, so the first question I'm going to be asking you guys is, what's been your favorite part of the day so far? Alright, so obviously guys, it's a brand new day. Hopefully you guys are having a good day, but what is your favorite part of any day? It could be first thing when you get up in the morning, could be first thing when you get up in the morning, could be in the afternoon, could be at night. So what is your guys' favorite part of the day, or what do you guys love doing during the day? Obviously, you know, when we get up during the day, we always have a routine, which is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So again, like I said, what is your best part of the day? I'm asking you guys this question. What's your favorite part of the day? And what do you guys love doing during that part of the day? Do you like skateboarding? Do you like going for a walk? Do you like going out with friends? You know? So, again, what's been your favorite part of the day so far? So guys, please let me know in the comment section below what has been the best part of your day so far. Okay, question number 2. Alright. Question number 2. Tack's really on here. What's a book or movie you recommend? Okay, this is a very good question for me to ask you guys. So what's a book or a movie you'd recommend? So what's a favorite? Actually, on the topic, I'm going to be giving you guys my favorite books I love to read and my favorite movies. Okay, but I want to know what is your guys' what's a book or movie you'd recommend? Okay, so you can recommend a favorite book to your friend, you know what I mean? Let's say, for example, I don't know, let's say your friend's name is Ben. Ben, you should really read some Goosebumps books. Mind you, I love Goosebumps books. I'm saying that from my own personal experience. I've actually got Goosebumps books right in front of me. So, what is your favorite book that you would recommend to a friend, to your best friend? Or what is a favorite movie that you would recommend to your friend? Me personally, my favorite book, I love Goosebumps books. Very good, very dark story in there, and it's very creepy too. It gives you the creeps, but to be honest, I enjoy it. I actually enjoy my Goosebumps books, you know what I mean? I love it. It's fun to watch, and if you have any spare time, you know, just pick up, you know, your Goosebumps book and, you know, read along. You know what I mean? My favorite movie, I actually watched this very recent. It came out just in cinemas. It's actually called Thunderbolts. I actually loved the movie Thunderbolts. I really loved it, and I'll tell you something right now, when it comes out on DVD, I am definitely going to get it when it comes out on DVD. You know what I mean? The hard physical copy. You know what I mean? So when it comes out on DVD, Thunderbolts, I am definitely going to get that. That is a movie, to be honest, I would recommend to anyone, you know, to watch. Very good. Thunderbolts is definitely on the Avengers type theme, you know what I mean? If you guys are into Avengers or action, you know what I mean? Definitely Thunderbolts is a very good movie. I would recommend it to you guys. If you guys like anything Avengers type theme, you know what I mean? Like I said, I actually went to the movies earlier this month and I watched it, and I'll tell you something right now, it was absolutely awesome. It was freaking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, from my anxiety getting in the way, I still stayed there and I watched the entire movie, so that's good. Okay. So, I just want to say, I'm sorry guys if I'm a little bit offline today. Like, I'm sorry, you're probably thinking, you know, he's a little bit offline today. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Please forgive me. As you know, when you're in the rush and you're in the heat of the moment, you make a lot of mistakes and that, and I apologize. Alright, I'm sorry to my fans out there. I apologize. Please forgive me. It was a little bit of a stressful and rushful day for me. I apologize, but I'm keeping as calm as possible. Trust me. Alright. So, what's a book that you love to recommend? Even, what's a book that you would love to recommend to me? Do you guys have any books out there that you would love to recommend I read? Is there any? Please let me know in the comment section below. Or is there any other movies that you guys would recommend for me to watch? Please put it in the comment section below. So again, going back to question 1, before I continue and move on to the final last 2 questions that I want to ask you guys today, because like I said in the last video, I want to get to know my fans more better. You know, I want to get to know you guys more better. You know what I mean? So going back to question 1, so what has been your favorite part of the day so far? Just feel free to put a comment in the comment section below. What has been your favorite part of the day so far? Could be the morning time, could be the afternoon time, could be the night time, you know? What's been your favorite part of the day? And what's been actually the standout theme of the day? So for that entire day, what has been your best part of the day? I'm asking you guys this question right now. What has been the best part of the day? And what's the best activity you've done for the best part of the day? And again, like I said, question 2, what's a book or movie you'd recommend? Alright. Today, if you see your friend, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of homework. It's if you want to do it, if you want to take my feedback. If you see your friend today, or anyone you know, just go up to them and say, hey, what's a book that you would like me to read? Or what's a movie that you would love me to watch at the theater, you know, at the cinemas? I'm not gonna lie, me watching Thunderbolts was very awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I felt bored one day and I said, you know what? I'm going to make an effort here. I'm going to actually do something. I'm going to go to the cinemas and watch the new movie Thunderbolts, which has come out. So I went to the movies, watched it, and it was pretty cool. It was awesome. It was very awesome. And like I said again, when it comes out on DVD, Thunderbolts, I'm definitely going to get it. I'm going to bring it home. I'm going to watch it for God knows how many times. Could be freaking 20 times. God knows. Alright guys, so that's question number 2. I'm going to ask you guys. Give me a sec. Alright, question number 3 I'm going to go on to. Question number 3, do you guys love my Google answer board that I made up? Pretty cool, eh? Question number 3. Alright, to take the tack off. Okay, question number 3 I want to ask you guys. What's your favorite way to unwind? Okay, this is a great what's it called, question here. What's your favorite way to unwind? As we know, there are days where it is very stressful at a very high level, and you're like, you know what? I can't handle this stress. It's been a very stressful day for me, you know, whether if it was at school, whether it was at work, whether it was, you know, doing something, you know. And we have, hear me out, guys, when I say this. Hear me out, please. We all have stressful days, and it definitely knows how to wreck a day. It does. It's like, oh, you know, my day is not really going to plan how I want it to go to plan. You know, it's been a really stressful and fucked up day, put it that way. It's been a really stressful, horrible, not good day, you know what I mean? I have a lot on my mind, a lot on my plate. It's not a good day, you know? I want to go home and find a way to unwind. I'll give you guys a couple of tips. Number one, I would have to say, if you are suffering from high stress, you know, very high stress, I'd say definitely meditation is good, definitely. Go home after a long day at work or a hard day at school. Go home, go to your bedroom like I am now, you know, in my domain, you know what I mean? Wait a minute. Go home, go in your bedroom, take, I would say, about a good 20 minutes, half an hour, you know, and just, what's the word? Be very mindful, you know what I mean? Be very mindful. Go in your room where it is quiet, where it is silent, where there is absolutely no distractions distracting you. Sit on your bed or sit on a chair and just do some meditation. Meditation definitely helps stress and anxiety for that matter. That's one way to unwind after a hard day at work. Definitely after a hard day at the office. That is one way. That is one good mechanism after a very stressful day to go home and do some very good meditation. I would say easy 30 minutes. That's half an hour out of your day. Go home, close the door, you know, do some meditation, you know, for 30 minutes. Another good way to unwind, I'm going to be giving you guys my favorite ways to unwind in a minute. Just give me a sec. Another good way to unwind is have a nice hot shower. Go in the shower because they say shower washes away the stress. Have a shower or even have just a relaxing bath, you know what I mean? Kind of like a spa, you know what I mean? Put some Epsom salts in the bath. Nice hot bath. Put Epsom salts in. Maybe some essential oil. Lavender definitely, because they say lavender definitely relieves stress. I'll give you a couple. Lavender helps stress. Chamomile helps stress. And ashwagandha helps stress. Because as you know, I suffer from stress too and anxiety. I also don't suffer from stress. I also have the hard task of battling anxiety at the moment, and to be honest, it's just an uphill battle for me ever since 2023. I'm not gonna lie. Alright? So I just close my window. Just give me a sec. No distraction. Alright? So definitely anxiety and stress for me is not good. Put it that way. You know what I mean? It's not good. and it's a good way to, well, these are some of the good ways to relieve your anxiety and your stress. But reading this number 3 question again, what's your favorite way to unwind? I want you guys to tell me what is your favorite way to unwind, okay? So that's a second reason you guys can unwind, or a great way to unwind after a hard day at the office or a stressful day at the office. Go home, have a hot shower, because they say the warmth of the hot water actually relaxes you. It actually gets in your nerves and in your veins. It actually like stimulates, you know, the nervous system, and it kind of puts you in a state of calmness, I find. Another great thing, and I'm being serious, and this does work too. Another great way to unwind, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, is by actually, we're all familiar with the moon, you know what I mean? Me personally, I love the moon. The moon is great. If you're having a lot of stress and anxiety on your mind, and it's hard and rough to like cope with it, I would say go outside for about 20 minutes. Look up at the sky. This is weird for me to say, but I am going to say it, and it's so true. And this does actually put you in a very, very good state of calmness. Go outside for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Look up at the sky and look at the moon. I read up actually about this on Google. They say staring at the moon actually relieves a lot of stress from your mind and from your body. Staring at the moon definitely puts you in a good state of calmness. Definitely put this way, it definitely removes the negative energy away. Look, guys, just go outside. This will definitely help you for your mental health and your physical health too. Go outside, but it has to be a very clear night. So it has to be a cloudless night. There's absolutely have to be no clouds in the sky. Go outside for 25 minutes, stare up at the sky, look at the beautiful stars and the moon. Trust me, when you guys do that, you'll automatically be lost in nature. Automatically be lost in nature. Trust me. It would definitely put you in a state of calmness. And to be honest with you, it will kind of actually put you in a trance, to be honest with you. Just staring at the moon. Quietly. Peacefully. Me, I do this. I stare at the moon. I find the moon very peaceful for me. I don't know if you guys do, but I find the moon very peaceful. I love the moon personally. I absolutely love the moon. The moon is the best object in the night sky. And it definitely puts you in a state of calmness. Definitely. And that is one fantastic way to unwind. Alright? Just go outside. Look up at the sky. Look at the moon. Stare at the moon for a good solid 25 minutes. Alright? And the stars. Look up at the galaxy. Okay? Stare up at the sky. You know? Take your mind to another place. You know what I mean? Put your mind up to the sky. You know what I mean? I sound crazy to say that, eh? But put your mind up to the sky. Stare up at the sky. Like I said, you feel like you guys will be in a trance. You'll feel a state of calmness, a state of peace, and you'll find that the negativity has moved to the side and washed away. I'm being serious when I say this. I'm actually excited when I say this because it is absolutely true. Another good mechanism or another good way to unwind, I would have to say, is have a nice hot cup of tea, especially chamomile. Chamomile tea has an ingredient in it. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's actually called a pigeonin. And a pigeonin is an ingredient that helps you calm down. It calms down the nervous system in your body. Alright? So chamomile tea is another great way to unwind after a very hard day at the office and a very stressful day at the office. Drink, I would say, 1 or 2 cups of chamomile tea a night, okay? And you guys will notice the difference. Trust me, you guys will notice the difference. I've done that, and to be honest with you, chamomile tea actually helps you fall off to sleep very quick, like that. Trust me, I've had chamomile tea in my life, and it actually really does work. It does work. And studies have shown that chamomile tea does reduce stress and anxiety as well. And it is so true, and it definitely puts you in a state of sleepiness. Like, chamomile tea is a mild sedative. It's a sedative. It helps you sleep, which is true. Alright? It does help you sleep, chamomile tea. Sorry, I apologize. But and it definitely puts you in a state of calmness. It does. So that's so these are some perfect ways to unwind, definitely. Like I said, if you guys are having a very stressful day and a very hard day, I had a sip of my coffee. Sorry about that, guys. Alright. Those are just some mechanisms to help you unwind after a very rough, tough, stressful day at the office. Go home. Do some meditation for 30 minutes. Great way to relieve stress. Go home. Take a hot shower or a hot bath. Put some lavender oil, chamomile oil, mix it in the water. I would say the timing of the shower or the bath, I would say probably a good solid, I would say 45 minutes probably. Just let the negativity and the stress just wash away. You know what I mean? Because we don't want that in our life. That is very platonic. You know what I mean? That is very yucky. It's a yucky energy, put it that way. Very yucky, you know what I mean? That's what I think personally. You sticking in a very negative frame of mind and a very negative cycle of life, it's not good for your health. It is not. They say stress is a silent killer. It's going to kill you slowly. It's going to kill you softly, put it that way, stress. We don't need that in our lives. We don't need stress in our lives. It's just only going to drag us down, you know? It's always good to be positive. Block out the negativity. We don't want negativity in our life. You know, we don't want that. We don't want that. It is very unnecessary to have, but we all go through it, you know, but it's just not good to feel negative, because it affects you negative, and it definitely affects your body negative. It weighs you down, it wears you down, and it's just not a good thing to deal with. So again, go home after a stressful day. Go home, go in your bedroom, close the door. It has to be a silent environment, it has to be peaceful, it has to be quiet. Sit on your bed, do some meditation for half an hour, 30 minutes each night, okay? Like I said, second mechanism number 2. Go home after a stressful day at work. Take a 45-minute hot shower or a 45-minute bath. Put some essential oils in there. Lavender oil, coconut oil, chamomile oil. Anything that will put you in a state of calmness and relax. Alright? Do that. Mechanism number 3. Like I said, look up at nature. Great way to connect with nature. Great way. Look up at the stars. Look up at the moon. Stare at the moon. Stare at the stars for a good 30 minutes. It will definitely put you guys in a state of calmness. Definitely. Definitely. Trust me, it will. It worked with me, and it will work with you guys. Another great way to unwind. Go home. Read a book. Read a book. Definitely. That was my last question, and it's now seeped into question number 3. Go home. Read a book. Unwind by reading a book. Another great way to unwind. Make a nice hot water bottle. Put it in your bed. And to be honest, best way to unwind, to be honest, is just to go home, sleep it off. Go home and just go to bed straight away, I would say. You know, because you have so much on your mind from the worries of the day. You're like, you know what, I can't handle this anymore. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go home and I'm just going to just call it a night. I'm going to hit the sack. I'm going to go to bed, you know? So those are some great mechanisms to unwind after a very stressful day in the office and at school. I've spoken a lot on question 3, but again, what is your guys' best way to unwind after a stressful day? Please put it in the comment section below for question 3. Now, I'm going to be moving on to the last question. Question number 4 for general conversation starters for today. And question number 4 is, alright. Okay, question number 4 is, what's a skill you'd like? This is the very last question for today. Question number 4, what is a skill you guys like? Okay, what's a skill you like? Or what's a skill you like doing? Like I said, I want to get to know my fans better, because I love you guys so much. I really do. So what's a skill you like? Do you like riding a bike? Do you like going to the movies? Do you like looking at the moon? Like I said then, that's one skill I love doing. Do you guys love listening to music? That's another skill I like doing, listening to music. I love listening to music. You know, I do. I absolutely love listening to music. Oh, by the way, going back to question 3, that is another great way to unwind. But it has to be peaceful music. Listen to some music when you go home after a stressful day at the office. Another great way to unwind. Listen to some music. Alright, guys? So question 4, what's a skill you like? Do you guys like listening to music? Do you guys like playing games, like board games? Do you guys like playing jigsaw puzzles? Do you guys like reading? Do you guys enjoy reading, you know? I want to get to know you guys better. Please put a comment in the comment section for question 4, please. Anyone. And please subscribe to my channel. Alright? The more subscribers, the better, you know? So, what's a skill you'd like? Alright? What's a skill you guys like personally? Alright? What's a skill you guys like? Do you guys like going to the movies, watching a certain movie like me earlier this month? I went to the movies. I watched Thunderbolts. It was very enjoyable for me. I loved that experience. Do you guys get lost in the moment, listening to music? Oh yeah, I get lost in the moment listening to music a lot. To the point my mum has to say, I can't even hear my mum call me because I'm that lost in listening to music all the time. I'm basically on my phone, for basically most of the day, to be honest. My mum sometimes has to restrain me from my phone. That's how much phones are very addictive these days. Definitely social media and phones is very addictive in nowadays. And I totally understand that. So what's a skill you like? Anything you guys like, please let me know. Anything. I want to get to know you guys. I want to get to know you people better in person, So what's a skill you like? Me, like I said, I like listening to music. I like the moon. I like... What else do I like? At the moment, currently, and this is currently at the moment, I love listening to music. Oh man, you're gonna have to restrain me from that. You're gonna have to restrain me from that. I love listening to music. I love my music. Trust me. Anything music related, I will definitely listen to. Another skill I like reading my books. But haven't been really reading my books as of late. That's only few and far between. But I remember there for a little while I was reading my Goosebumps books, and that kind of entertained me, and I was kind of lost in the moment by doing that, Reading my Goosebumps books, like I said, there for a while. Then I switched over to listening to music. Well, I've done that for good. That's actually one of my hobbies, to be honest. I love listening to music. That's more of a hobby to me, What else do I like? What's a skill you like? I love listening to music. I love reading my books. To be honest, I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm a little bit of a shopaholic. I love going out and buying new clothes. Buying new shoes. I actually recently brought a new pair of shoes. It was last week. I went and brought a new pair of shoes. And some more clothes because, as you know, the weather here in Australia is becoming colder, as you know. June next month, which is the first month of winter, alright? So the weather's going to be very cold, and it's good to go out, and get some more tracksuit pants, jumpers, Ugg boots, slippers, anything warm related, you know what I mean? And then when it hits the summer, we go into the shorts, t-shirts, runners, and that. But clearly it's going to be winter now, and we're going to get into the jumpers, pants, Ugg boots, jackets. You know the drill. You know what I mean? So what's a skill, like I said, you guys love doing? Like I said, I love shopping. Shopping is good for me, and not also that. I get to buy new things as well, things that I need as well for my everyday life, Just put this way, essential things that I like to get, you know what I mean? Shopping in general is, I don't know, kind of a guilty pleasure as well. You guys probably heard of guilty pleasures. That's probably a guilty pleasure of mine, shopping. So that's a skill I like. Shopping, listening to my music, reading my books, and preferably being stress-free, preferably. Taking a lot of negativity out of the head, you know what I mean? Which is a best way to go, you know what I mean? So basically, this is the 4 questions that I wanted to ask you guys today. I am going to be doing another video for you guys tomorrow, different questions. So again, I'm just going to recap. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to recap the 4 questions that I asked you today. So question number 1 I asked you today, what's been your favorite part of the day so far? If you guys have a comment, please feel free to put a comment in the comment section below for question 1. So what has been your favorite part of today? That's your homework. Question number 2 was, what's a book or movie you'd recommend? So what's a favorite book or movie that you would love to recommend to your friend, or even to your mum, or even to your parents even? I'm pretty sure your parents are into that stuff. Say, Mum, what favorite book do you like? Or Mum, do you wanna read this book? Or Dad, do you wanna see this movie? You know what I mean? Or your brother or your sisters or your aunties or your uncles, you know what I mean? Give them a suggestion, you know what I mean? Give them a suggestion on what you would love, what book you would love to see, and what book you would love to read, and what movie you would love to see. That's question 2. I'm just recapping the 4 questions. You know, I'm just reflecting with you guys the 4 questions that I asked you today. Just recapping. It's only a recap, and then I'm going to end the video. Question number 3 today was, what's your favorite way to unwind? Like I said, please put a comment in the comment section below to tell me what's your favorite way to unwind and de-stress after a hard day at work and the office. Very stressful. And number 4, what's a skill you like? Alright, so what's a skill you like doing, or what amuses you, you know what I mean? What amuses you guys? What are you interested in, you know? Do you like books? Do you like skateboarding? Do you like listening, what's it called, to music? Do you guys like traveling, you know? Please let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys. Whoa. Alright. And that is another video that I'm going to sign off with today, that I am done with today. Guys, again, feel free to like, subscribe, and put a comment in the comment section below to those 4 general conversation starters. A great way to start a conversation, definitely after an awkward meeting. Definitely after an awkward encounter. You know? Get to know the person better with these 4 questions, alright? 4 general conversation starters, alright? I love you guys. Pardon me. I'm going to end the video. Goodness. Alright, pardon me. I'm going to end the video here, and I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow in the next video that I do. Please like, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys always. Peace out. Have a fantastic and safe day. Please guys, stay safe, and I love you always. I'm doing this in my bedroom. I do my videos in my bedroom. This is my, my domain. I call this my domain. My man cave. This is my man cave. Hell, like I said, this is the place I sleep. I sleep in my room. This is my bed, alright? Anyway, guys, I love you very much. Stay safe today, and I'll do, like I said, another video tomorrow, and I'll give you some more questions. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Stay safe. Peace out. Love you. Bye.